Welcome back out of the studio, now joined by KTJ and Carly. They look very similar. Fraternal or identical twins?
We're identical.
Yeah. Identical.
People have been surprised when we tell them that we're identical. They're like, y'all are identical, y'all look nothing alike. And then some people are like, I can't tell you guys at all apart.
Well, biologically we're identical, but yeah, I don't know. It's
so it's just very similar. Very similar look, I feel. Yeah, you can definitely tell your sisters anyway. So you guys can't really do the whole switching each other's spot in classrooms right now, though, because you're taking your courses online, right?
Yeah, no, they would be like, it just wouldn't work.
Well, you know what, though? We did used to switch spots in grade school. Like on April Fool's Day, we would switch and screw with the teachers. And no.
There were like a few classmates that kind of like ruined it. They were like, that's not, I know. And everybody was like, come on. But it was fun.
Did any of them never find out? Any of your teachers?
No, they always found out.
They always
found out eventually.
Oh, okay. So what are you studying right now? So you're in school, you're taking some lessons. What's the classes right now?
So right now, we're both taking different things, but it's all centered around music. It's kind of a multidisciplinary music course. But it is a bachelor's degree, and I'm taking a lot of film scoring classes and composing classes, and
I've taken some like production classes, some writing classes, business classes, and now I'm trying to take music cognition. Wow. So yeah.
So even though you're in school, it's still kind of in the music.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, it's been a really exciting couple of weeks for you guys. The new track just came out, Almost True. Let's talk a little bit about it. So it's out now. Go check it out on YouTube. Also, the link is in the description below, so go click that. What was the inspiration for this track? When did you start writing it?
So the inspiration for Almost True is actually kind of funny because we were walking through LAX, and this was before we moved to Los Angeles.
Yeah,
this was like our first time. Coming
last spring break.
Yeah, and I was just walking around and I was like, oh my God, there's so many people here. I mean, if you've ever been to LAX, like, you know, there's just so many people. And I was just like watching, it sounds so creepy. I was just like watching everyone, and everyone was just doing their own thing, you know, and, you know, people were running late to their flights, and
then one day
and I was just looking, and I was like, I don't know about any of these people. I don't know their stories or anything. And we were like, let's write a song about it.
Yeah. So we walked into a writing session with Jaden Miller, and we had never done a co-write with him before. Yeah. And he was like showing us this guitar loop, and we were like, this is it. This is the song we should write it for.
And we actually sat on it for a while. Like, we didn't write it for a while, and we just wanted to wait till the moment was right, and, you know.
And it was
like, let's just write it. And
we love writing
Almost
songs
True
with
was
him.
born.
It was great.
That's awesome. So how long were you guys in LA before you actually laid it down? Like when you actually recorded the track?
We moved here in August, so it was a while. Like maybe like 3 months or so.
Yeah, I always think that's interesting how you can like have a song that you write and then you kind of like wait a little bit to put it out, and then it's like, all right, so you can kind of have a little bit more perspective on that whole writing process of it. Yeah. And it's an interesting track because you guys do a lot of really good imagery in it. I was telling someone else yesterday when I listened to it, it's kind of like you get the feeling of you're walking down a street by yourself and it's raining and you're just kind of like wet and dark.
So my sister actually texted us a few days ago, and she was like, I'm on a plane right now, and I'm listening to Almost True, and I feel like I'm in a movie right now. And I was like, good, that's good. That was like what the goal was, kind of, you know, like to get the sense, like to have that awareness. Like people around us are going through stuff all the time, like you never know. So
yeah, and it's like one of those tracks that you get a really vivid image in your head when you listen to it. It's like, and it could also make you feel something. Like you said, that's one of the great goals of having music. Is that something you guys strive for when you do put out music?
Yes, it is actually, because we like Almost True is a song that's kind of based off of a storytelling aspect. Like the first verse and the second verse kind of have a storyline, and I think those kinds of songs like Ain't No Rest for the Wicked by KG Elephant, they have a storyline in it, and when I listen to that song and like that, it kind of like makes you think of like it's like a little movie in your head, and those give images in your mind, and it's great because everybody's gonna think something different and imagine different things when listening to it, and that's always our goal for, you know, every song that we write.
And it's kind of that classic piece of music that just makes you feel something. And LA is kind of that same way. I mean, when you think LA, you start thinking about the entertainment business, music, movies. Do you kind of have that same sort of romance about LA, Hollywood, when you came out here? Like, you know what? This is where it happens. This is where I want to go.
Definitely. It was a huge like symbol coming here. I mean, I don't know, we didn't really think Hollywood is not really what we expected. Yes. But it's definitely
it's like the first
definitely
show that
the
we
romance
had,
of
I was like taken back, like, wow, this is like what it's like to be here. Like everyone is so like in love with the arts and everyone is supportive of music, and it was just like eye-opening, and it made me so excited for the future. And then there are other times where we're walking down Sunset Boulevard and someone's walking a goat, and I'm like, okay, this like, all right.
No, but yeah, it's definitely the romance of, you know, the American dream, you know, going to Los Angeles and chasing your dreams, you know,
exactly.
Because a lot, you know, we're from a small town, and a lot of people were like, why aren't you doing the traditional thing?
It's nice to like be around other people who like can relate to that too. Like, you know, back in Texas, like not a lot of people like could understand like what it's like like to have such a big pivotal change, you know, but here, like, it's great. Yeah, everyone's really supportive, and so it's cool.
And the song Almost True is out right now. Go ahead and check it out. The link is in the bio below. Go ahead and click that. And I think Hollywood itself is kind of like a city that's almost true. Like what you said, it wasn't exactly what you had expected it to be when you got out here. There's not really always the movie premieres. Actually, when there is a movie premiere, it's a little bit more of like, oh my gosh, that road is closed, rather than
oh man, I gotta sit another hour in traffic.
You talked about somebody walking a goat down Hollywood Boulevard or Sunset.
That actually happened.
I saw a person walking a person down Hollywood Boulevard one time. It's a very strange city.
It's weird.
Yeah.
You never know what to expect. Definitely.
But with this city also comes a lot of great history. So you guys,
definitely.
Hotel Cafe, you've been to a couple of times now, and it's one of those venues that if you're someone that's trying to cut your teeth in Hollywood, you have played Hotel Cafe. Katy Perry, if you guys have seen her documentary, she was playing Hotel Cafe about 2 weeks before I Kissed a Girl dropped. There's just something special about that venue that it's kind of like the breeding ground for the next generation of musicians. What was your experience like playing at Hotel Cafe?
It was such the first time we played there was such a pivotal, like, eye-opening experience, like seeing that dream, like it really made it come to life.
Yeah, it was kind of like the start. I mean, it was that's where we did our debut LA show, and that was very meaningful for us, but to do it in a place where so many great musicians have come through was really, really amazing to experience. And like our family was there, which was really nice, and all of our friends and our new people that we met, you know, that's kind of like the start. So and the sound at Hotel Cafe is incredible.
Oh yeah,
and
the room is great.
It's just such a warm place, and
Well, we have half of the siblings here. Jason and Maddie spread out across the country. They're brother and sister. Tell me a little bit about them. Are they involved in music as well, or was it mainly for them the guitar around the campfire?
Guitar around the campfire.
From the amount of support that they show, they are so involved in our process. And our
they're our best friends.
We're so close
I mean,
with
they're
them.
across the country from us, but we FaceTime them every single day. And like my brother plays guitar, and he's just, I mean, he doesn't do that now, but it's just kind of a hobby for him. But my whole family loves music, and Maddie does not do music. She's gonna laugh when she sees this. But she actually was an actress before, though. She's really talented. But they're.
And Jason is back in Texas. Maddie is out in New Orleans?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. So you guys still have the FaceTime connection going with each other.
Yeah, and we try to visit each other as much as possible.
Yeah. And you guys have had music in your family for a while, correct? Like your father was musical.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then my mom's dad was also musical, and
And you come from a city that has a lot of music in it too. Argyle, Texas, really known for a bluegrass festival, or at least it was for about a decade. There was a bluegrass
you know
festival.
what? I'm pretty sure that Katie and I, when we were really young, sang the national anthem at one
Really?
of the like when we were like 9 years old, 10 years old, something like that.
That'd be a video to find.
I know.
Anybody out there that has the Argyle Bluegrass Music Festival footage from 10 years ago?
I bet my mom has it. Yeah? I'm gonna ask her to send it to us.
That's amazing. So you guys come from a city that's really known for bluegrass. You kind of have more of a R&B kind of hip-hop vibe right now. Where did you first start hearing that sort of music, and what made it really speak out to you that made you want that to be your sound, or brought that sound out of you?
Well,
personally,
actually,
we both listen. We try to listen to all types of music and branch out our styles and like listen to new things, find new music, no matter what label it's under. We're just open.
Yeah, and I think that the like pivotal moment that we kind of got into the more R&B soulful stuff was, my dad was playing Steamroller Blues, and we were singing to it, and then we just like discovered
something
this
like awoken inside of us.
we just like discovered this range of like riffing, and we were like, oh, I think I like this.
Is fun. Yeah. So then we just started, trying new music and going down that route, and
and it's just it's fun. It's fun to sing R&B.
Yeah, it's definitely a different kind of music from, there's a lot of country music in Texas, even there's a lot of hip hop in Texas as well. Yeah. So what is it that out here in LA has surprised you guys the most since you've made it out here? Is it what you expected it to be? Obviously we spoke about Hollywood's a little bit of a almost true, if you will.
Yeah.
So what has surprised you most about LA?
I wasn't like super surprised when I came here, because we have some, friends from Texas who have moved here, and so we kind of knew what to expect in a sense. I was actually surprised because this sounds bad, but I actually heard a lot of bad things about it, and then when I came here, I actually really loved it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
and
me too.
and I was a bit surprised because I just heard like, oh, everyone there is like superficial, and then I came here, and everyone was so nice and welcoming, and I'm sure there are people like that, but really, like, we even really enjoyed living here, and it's a great place.
Awesome.
Another thing I would say is everyone was always saying that you got to be careful when you're driving because nobody knows how to drive. And I'm pretty sure I'm the worst driver in this city.
Have you gotten a parking ticket yet?
No, I haven't.
There's an old saying that you'll get one within your first year, but if you haven't yet, that's really impressive.
I haven't yet, but
Very good job.
I'm really cautious when it comes to parking.
maybe. We'll see what happens.
Oh, the time is ticking, and there's some awesome things coming up for you guys as you make your way through the first half of 2020. Talk to me a little bit about what's on the agenda. What do you guys have coming up?
So we have a lot of stuff for 2020 coming up. It's going to be really exciting. We have a music video for Almost True coming out, actually.
Exciting.
We just filmed it like this, I think it was like the other day. It's directed by both of us, and we're really excited for that to come out. And we're also going to be just releasing a bunch of singles. We are composing and scoring our first feature film, and that's really exciting. It's called God Save the Queens. It's about the inside life of like drag queens, and we're really excited for that. We are going to be writing a bunch this upcoming month. We have a show March 10th for Writers Night at Hotel Cafe, and a May 2nd show. And and then we're just gonna be writing a bunch, and then we plan to have an EP released by the end of the year, and maybe a New York show sometime. And we're really excited for this year.
It's going to be a busy 2020 for the two of you. Guys, all of that is available, plus so much more. Click the link in the bio. You can go check out all of the KTJ and Carly that you could ever want. And if you enjoyed this interview, try this clip over here. You'll enjoy that one as well. And hit that button over there to subscribe, or all the things in this area. Enjoy all of that.